Welcome back to part 8 of our playthrough of Restoring the Peace. We are in March of year 3. We're just coming out of a nice victory against the raiders. Of course, now we have to be prepared for more raiders coming in. We have 1.5k of influence, and I'd really like to spend it on this region. So let's claim it. And again, I've just saved, so if it doesn't work and, we could get a problem with the Baron with regard to the region, then we can always reload and not claim it or get the mercenaries first. For now, I think on normal difficulty, the Baron will probably not contest the claim. On challenging difficulties, he definitely will. He'll probably have claimed both regions by this time anyway on challenging difficulty, but we're playing on normal difficulty, so we're taking things as they are. The Baron will react as we claim his region though, so let's build some more influence and further develop our town. I think we're going to add more people just to add some more traders and to be able to build a little more money so that we can pay for the mercenaries just a bit longer once we meet the Baron. Okay, let me just check the FPS. They shouldn't be over 60. But for some reason, I lost that. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. So we're good with regard to our spear militia. We're almost full with both of them, which is great. And then if the Baron doesn't claim, doesn't respond to our claim here, we'll be adding to our retinue to fill that up to 24, and then the rest of the time waiting for our influence to grow, we will be saving up for the mercenaries. And that's really basically all you have to do in the normal playthrough. Make enough money to pay for mercenaries and take things from there. So just checking here, we want pigs in this, and also here, just to make sure that we have enough food available for everyone. We're doing good with the supply though. The region is ours, so the only region left to claim is the Barons, and the battlefield will probably be here. So we'll make sure that as we hire mercenaries that we bring them here right away. It could also be that the battlefield is here. I'm not certain. That's a bit of a gamble each time. But we'll be there. We'll wait for the Baron, and then we don't have to be worried about anything. We'll have everyone positioned before the Baron can bring in their parties, and we'll be fine. And the funny thing is, once you've done that for the first time on a normal playthrough or even an easy playthrough, it gives you such a great feeling of accomplishment. And if you've managed to do this on a normal playthrough, I guess the next level of progression in you handling the game would be practicing a couple of times on that same difficulty, and then probably move on to challenging difficulty on non-military playthrough before you then move on to military playthrough on challenging difficulty. Because switching to challenging right away would work. If you have a lot of experience with city builders and everything, you might be able to jump into challenging territory right away. I wouldn't. I would advise against it though. If you don't have that experience, if you don't have that much experience playing with military in the game, don't don't do it. It'll just lead to frustration because you need to understand the mechanics of the game first, especially with regard to trade and everything, before you can move on to the military stuff, because you won't be able to pay for any of the military stuff if you don't have experience with the basic game mechanics of providing food, providing firewood and everything. So don't rush, take your time to get used to the game, and then progress as quickly as it works for you. And if you want to step right into challenging mode, go ahead. I wouldn't advise it though. Okay, in the meantime, we're doing okay. Our wealth is stable. We're steadily building treasury. Again, we're only in April of year 3, so we're doing good there. We do need to be prepared to face more raiders. They'll probably be coming every 2 years. So if our claim on the Baron's territory happens to coincide with another raid, we will have to be prepared for a 2-front war. But for now, it's really just a matter of waiting for us to gain enough influence in order to claim the Baron's territory. And by the time we have that influence, we'll also have enough money in the treasury. No worries there. We won't be growing the village much further, not for this playthrough anyway. We would now be in a position to buy sheep and whatnot, but again, that's not the aim of this playthrough. Let's just focus on getting this stable, having everyone supplied with everything they need. What we're also going to do now is add food to the trade. We'll be trading carrots as they come in, so anything above 80 carrots surplus will be sold. And we'll also do the same with cabbages. We have 2 large gardens each, so we will be selling that. And export, not import. So cabbages, gets us 4, and carrots 5. So with the Off the Vogtland card, the minor trades really are getting a nice boost. So let's get 1 more horse, and then 1 more trader. More traders means faster trade, so that can never be a bad thing. In the meantime, almost full here, and we won't be able to grow any further because we don't have enough people. But we do still have 3 houses that can be filled, or 3 living spaces that can be filled, so we might actually get 2 full spear militia going. And even if not, they're strong enough as they are. Definitely strong enough to defend us against any raider, should we have to face them. I think we're going to speed this up just a bit. Right now there's not all that much to do. There's still let's add more pigs. Just making sure that we have everything covered. These 3 burgages can still add families. I'm currently considering whether just, as long as we wait, we might as well add just a couple more houses to produce food. I think that's a bit too big. So maybe like this. Yep. And they can also produce more veggies for us to sell. And also fill up the militia. So far so good. I'm actually really quite happy with the progress we've made. Again, we're only in year 3. We've already taken out several bandit camps. We did lose a couple of people of our militia in the very first year, but we were kind of pushing it with going for 2 bandit camps at the same time. So, and even that, I mean, no issues, no problem. Okay, second trading post is full as well with 4 horses and 4 traders, excuse me. And we're good. So there will be more veggies coming in through here. We're gonna make that carrots because they'll sell better or at a better price. Although cabbages produce more, so I think a second one of this will also be carrots and then one more cabbage. And they might even be done in time for the September harvest. But yeah, so far so good. We also see that the level 1 houses don't manage to handle these big burgages fully. So as soon as we can, we'll be upgrading them to level 2. For that they need water access. So let's see. Let's upgrade that well and build a second one. Second one probably isn't even necessary if we upgrade the other one, but you know, better to be safe than sorry. And with that, we should be good. So 18 weeks to grow, that's 6 months, so I don't think that we'll see a yield this year, but it doesn't matter. We'll take it anyway. All right, so let's do that. That gives us plenty more to sell, which means that our treasury is really filling up now. We'll need 740 coin in order to pay for all of the mercenaries for a month. So as we're still going to need some time to fill up influence, I think we can reduce the taxes just a little bit to just make our people a little happier. You know, always nice to have their people happy. So let's upgrade these. So this level 2 burgage is doing okay. No garments, of course, because we're not providing any. No ale either, but we're good with regard to food variety. So we should be good with the others as well. And then let's add the foragers that I'd planned to add. The foresters. This one's already working, but we're going to add a couple more. Because, you know, we want healthy forests. And because we're using up a lot of the wood, let's invest in reforesting first. We're okay for timber right now, so just taken out one of the loggers. They've pretty much taken everything out of that forest anyway. And then once the forester's done building, we'll be adding more there as well in order not to run out of timber. So far so good. We're doing good here, so we'll add another person into the storehouse. That should take care of this supply issue here. Food 10 months, that's good. General goods is just firewood. The clothes we're not gonna supply So the level 2 burgages are going to be unhappy for not having food, but you know, that's the way it is. Again, it's not the goal to of this particular playthrough to be growing the perfect village. And since we have so much food, we can also, let's do 15% tithe just to not drag this out any longer. There will be other playthroughs where I'll be focusing on other issues and, you know, growing the city along with everything. But for now, it's really the only focus is to beat the campaign. Okay, this is fine. Everyone is producing something. Let's change the speed just a little bit just to make sure that our construction plans are working. Let's do this, but give them a different area to work on. So let's send them there. And in the meantime, again, as soon as the forester is built, they will be planting here and they will be planting there. It's just a bit annoying that they're not getting built, although we do have enough timber. We have a free ox. So, but as you can see, the ways are long right now, right? Because they have to travel pretty far until they find timber because we haven't prioritized any foresters. And now we're facing the consequence of that. But that's fine. Everything's fine. Speed it up. There we go. So they get a forester and they can work there. And we'll give them a second one as well. The mine is working. This is fine. Saw pit, let's say down to 14, just in case we want to build something else. And then I think we'll take one off there and get one there just to get some reforesting going here as well. And as the others come in, we'll be adding another forester here as well to help with the firewood cutting. This is, again, this game is just so beautiful. Just, you know, look at it. It's just absolutely beautiful. Now I do have to say that normally I don't build in this, you know, very gridded sort of layout, but for this playthrough, just against the Baron, it's just an efficient layout for now. Usually I try to build a bit more organically, like with curves and roads and everything, you know, mixing large and small burgages just a bit more. But for the sake of efficiency, this is what is, yeah, what it, you know, it just lends itself to just keep it all close together because you don't want long ways, because with this specific goal in mind to beat the Baron, that's a good way to go. So we also see influence growing now. That's good. We won't see any more bandit camps because all of the regions are claimed. So we're just waiting for things to fill up. 3 more burgages or 3 more families that can't come in. Food, still 10 months, and now at the latest next year we'll have some harvest from these burgages as well. So overall, again, I'm quite happy with the progress that we've been making. So let's give this forest this area to work with. We should be seeing trees coming in here fairly quickly as we've instructed the logger to work further down here. So now we have a lot of iron slabs because we've reached the surplus of shields and spears that we instructed our industry to produce. And we won't need any more. We now have the 72 people in spear militia. That's plenty to defend us from any potential raiders. Even if they spawn right in our village, we'll be fine with this sort of defense. So with that, I think that kind of concludes this episode, and the next episode will hopefully hit the 2000 influence and then beat the Baron. And so, yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.